Hey guys, we are now live. Per usual, I'm always saying I'm sorry I'm late. I'm late for good reason. Before we start, as a lot of you guys already know, Blueface received 4 years. Um, we're gonna have to stay tuned to see if the time he has served currently will be time served. I don't think it will be. This is a new case. I'm already hearing people acting like they're specialists in the law. To me, it doesn't make any sense where it would be time served. Only time served that he would probably get would be since he's been on the new charge that he picked up in jail. And that dates back maybe 4 or 5 months that it was undercover, that he had picked up another charge while serving a sentence in jail. And that was about 3 or 4 months that Wack 100 kept that from us, that he had picked up another case in jail. There's a lot of updates today that I want to share with you. It's going to take me about, I don't know, maybe I was going to say 2 days, but I think today I might do an all-nighter because I wanted to also update you about Nature Boy. Nature Boy was stabbed for the second time in jail. You know, he's been sentenced to life. Nature Boy has been. And this is his second time being stabbed, for some of you that have not been following Nature Boy as well. They had to airlift him to a hospital because obviously if they didn't, he probably would have passed away. Now, I don't know if he's still alive in critical condition, fair condition. I don't know. So I'll be able to update you guys on that matter. And also I'll let you listen to the entire 50-minute live stream that the wives did. I only edited out maybe 3 minutes because I was running late onto this live. I got back late. Just things didn't happen the way planned, but at least I'm here. But yes, Blueface was sentenced to 4 years. So I'm telling you at the beginning of the video, I'm not trying to have you guys waiting to hear me say that he was sentenced to 4 years. And I'm going to let you listen to what his father has to say. But yeah, he got sentenced. So I'll be doing another live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to be on here for about an hour. We can kick it. Y'all can say how you feel. I knew, like I said, that the judge was in the way. Something wasn't right. And she pissed me off when she was saying how she wanted to stay on the case, even though this little wench was doing surgery. I knew there was something with that judge. She just we could not shake her off that case. If you're getting surgery and you got to heal, why are you making me wait when you're the one that makes the last decision on my freedom, my livelihood? There was something up with her. And that's why I'm telling you, put a Y in the chat. Pay attention. Chrisean might be lucky. She may have dodged a bullet. I don't know, but pay attention. Let's not downplay. We have to play devil's advocate to all of this mess. Don't be surprised. I'm just saying the worst case scenario, if they hit Chrisean with some time. Don't be surprised if Oklahoma follows suit on CashApp, saying they both need to sit down. They both need some time. See, I'm going to be the only probably channel holder that I do support CashApp, even though I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. However, and I'm going to say it again, however, I'm going to also tell you the harsh reality. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry. The internet was acting up, like I said. Let me just, with further ado, just let you listen to what the father said. It was really brief. He was in his car and he said this. Why isn't it? Come on now. Why ain't this playing now? Come on now.
Good afternoon, y'all. Y'all can probably tell the results by the way I look. They gave me 4 years.
Hi, High Priestess.
I'm gonna stay strong.
They gave him 4 years. He just said. Also, Carlissa had said something too. I'm gonna let you listen to that really quickly, and then we'll get into the discussion. Pretty much it's just more of a discussion on what's going on. We already know he got 4 years, and what's gonna now just continue to be talked about is stuff that none of us know about. Hold on one second.
I want to get on here and thank everybody for all the love and all the support today.
Let me just say this. What's going to happen next, and it's really kind of sad. We know we have been set free with finding out, at least with Blueface, where his faith lies. But now you guys better prepare yourself. You're going to get people who are going to act like they're experts, and they're going to be saying stuff like time served. As far as I know, Blueface just picked up this new case in jail. That's why he didn't get out July 4th or July 3rd or whatever that day was. He's supposed to get out that first week. It wasn't even a whole 7 days of that first week in July he was supposed to get out. He already had picked up a case, and they was already going to court for that case 3 months in. That case wasn't even going for a year. He wasn't even in jail for a year. He only did 6 or 7 months. So what kind of time served are people talking about? A couple of months off of 4 years? Now, California, because they're so overcrowded, he might get the double time because of the simple fact that they're overcrowded, the jail, and they need it for hardened criminals. But all that time served, he doesn't have all that much time served. Just a couple of months, guys. Remember, he's only in jail 6 or 7 months, and he picked up a case close to when he was getting out. So what kind of time served is he getting? So, you're going to hear a lot of people now acting like they're experts on, we know that he got 4 years, and now they'll be talking about some time served live streams. Well, you're not going to hear me with the time served live streams unless it's reported directly from the court. People that may have went to the court proceedings and heard what the judge said, and then we could take it from there. But other than that, me just getting up here blatantly, just like I'm the law and I know the law, saying about this time served thing. As far as it stands with me, put a Y in the chat for the people who are thinking with a realistic mind. He has 4 years to serve. Now, how they're going to have him serve it, which is behind bars, as far as California deciding that they're overcrowded in the jail and they don't have no room to keep him there. Maybe Wack 100, seeing that he made all these tall tale stories of him getting out, maybe he can clean up and let us know how that can go down. And the only reason why I could take a little bit of his word for maybe how it will go down with his sentencing of 4 years is because he's used to be a hardened criminal and allegedly still an active member in the gang. So I'm just letting you guys know, please don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. And, I love all the commentators. There's some of them I can wring their neck, but I still got love for them. I still will, at the drop of the dime, defend when I think people are going overboard, even with the troublemakers that are in this sector that put out content that just stirs up mess. However, let me just say this to you. Please do not buy into these people who are acting like they are the law with this time served stuff. And listen, and it could be people that I really like that could be saying this, but that has nothing to do with me disliking him anymore or liking him less. But come on. Let's absorb one thing at a time. Let's not go from one thing to the next. Let's take in that he is gonna serve 4 years. He's been sentenced for 4 years. 4 years. So, so don't act. I hope people don't act shocked if, we get some bad news on CashApp, because she wasn't too far behind him with the recklessness. And it also involved drugs too. I mean, even though people are saying it was in the car, it wasn't hers. She stole the car and it happened to be in the car. I don't know. I wasn't there. But all of what is going on could have been avoided between the two of them. And I'm telling you, put a Y in the chat if y'all heard me say it. I said something, just like I said, something fishy about that lawyer. I mean, that judge. I keep saying lawyer. She's just in the way. And what do we hear today? He gets 4 years sentence, Blueface. But listen, just like I told you something wasn't right with that, I told you something ain't right also with Nevada trying to with Nevada really trying to not Nevada, Oklahoma trying to get Chrisean in the flesh. Why is it that important that you get Chrisean in the flesh? Why do we have to go through all this red tape for her to get to that state? Why couldn't they just do a Zoom? If they reinstated to probation, reinstate it, and keep it moving. I don't know. I don't feel right about that. Something ain't right with that either. And it's around election time. Put a Y in the chat. We all know when I say that word election time, we already know as black folks what that means. When people out here doing dirt, don't think, because see, the government allows you to do what you're doing for a certain amount of time, and then they smoke you. It's around election time, and they're locking people up for foolishness. Because even though we know Blueface did have paraphernalia, it was just enough weight-wise to be personal use. He still shouldn't have had it in an institution, in a jail. And he had a cell phone. Nobody's really talking about that, which I'm kind of glad, because I mean, the drugs is bad enough, but the cell phone, that's still considered paraphernalia too. You're not supposed to have a cell phone. And if you do have one, a tablet or something, that's something that the jail issues you. So they were playing with their own livelihood, and they got what they deserved. And that's all I'm gonna say. I'm also gonna do a full commentary. I don't know if it's gonna be a live or premiere. So I'm gonna let you listen to what the wives of Nature Boy, because for the ones that just came in here, I don't know if you know, but Nature Boy was sentenced to life about 2 months ago. And this is his second time being stabbed in prison. He just got out of intake not even a week ago, and he got stabbed when he got out of intake. They had to med flight him to a nearest hospital so he would obviously not be unalived, because it was a serious. He got stabbed multiple times. So I guess they probably said, let's get him to the hospital. He's probably losing a lot of blood. He bled out. So they had to med flight him to the nearest hospital via helicopter. So I'm just letting you guys know about Nature Boy as well. So I only got about 2.5, 3 minutes of that hour live that they did. I did not have time to edit it because these wives of his are cuckoo. They sound crazy. The little bit that I did edit, and it's going to take me time to edit this. And maybe tonight when I go back and when I go back and update the people getting off of work, it's Friday night, I'm going to do another video. We can stay up as long as we want and talk. I will do the whole live that the wives did, updating us about Nature Boy being stabbed in prison. And I'll update people that are just hearing because they may have gotten off of work or they just simply have a life and they're not on social media all day. So they don't hear everything that's going on. I'll be able to update them that Blueface has been sentenced to 4 years, and we can get into it. And then if there's any other updates on, the situation, I'll, be able to talk about that as well. But yeah, he really messed himself up. And I knew, I kept telling you something ain't right with that. Something's not right. But sometimes when you be saying stuff, sometimes I be feeling this, I get these feelings, these not good intentions, feelings, vibes from people. And I'm not even near them. And like I'll be saying, like, I don't feel right about what's going on about something. Like even with CashApp situation. People are just steadily free Chrisean, free Blueface. And it's like I'm just shaking my head at the ones that are doing that, like trying to like, dismiss what I'm saying because it's like it's bigger than you. And people don't get that. These people that you keep saying lightly, free rock, free Blueface, y'all is just saying that. Those are words. This is real life. They're rocking these young people to sleep. This is around election time. You better say more. You better say more than free. You better pay attention. You better pay attention instead of all that free. Come on now. We ain't no little kids now sitting up there with all that. Well, this one said free, so I'm going to say free. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Them are just words. Y'all didn't even have y'all didn't even have a clue that they was about to rock Blueface to sleep. I knew after a couple of court. Remember, I kept telling y'all. I said, "Listen, I don't want to sound, you know what I'm saying, like like the bearer of bad news. I want to still keep hope alive." But I said it ain't looking good now. Too many pushing back the court dates, and I said they already said that there was stuff that they kept from the public, and that guess what? That's what they kept from the public. That he's being sentenced for 4 years. That was his probation time, 4 years. So his father was crying. So I'm assuming, and I put a Y in the chat if I didn't tell you this. You can either get probation time. A probation sentence could either mean you're going to serve the whole probation sentence in jail or on the outside. Didn't I say that? Put a Y in the chat. You know I said it. That's why I told you. I know that CashApp had 4 years on that first probation left. They could make her do that whole 4 years. I said that before CashApp got locked up. And even if she don't do even 30 days in Oklahoma, that don't make me wrong or I predicted something wrong. I'm just telling you the harsh reality of playing with them courts. Probation is time on layaway. Y'all better stop playing. See, it ain't y'all getting locked up or jammed up because y'all are doing the right thing out here. But I try to tell y'all because I've been there before. I don't see no whys for anybody agreeing with what I had to say, but you definitely heard me because my voice carries. There's two type of people in this world. There are people that their voice are loud because their voice carries, and then there's people that are loud for attention. I'm not loud for no attention. I'm loud because my voice carries. My whole family's loud. But I've been trying to tell you guys that probation is time on layaway, and something didn't seem right after a while when they kept pushing that date back. And then when I heard the last time they pushed the date back, not this time, because of course they had court today, the last time they had said there was stuff that was kept from the public. So it's all fine and dandy that you're praising these people that are bringing up all these documents and reading them, but what does that mean? See, I'm a commentary channel. I don't care about reading all these documents because they can sound uplifting, especially if we're in denial or supporting one group on this end or that end. But guess what, honey? It could be more than what we think. And they could be really putting Chrisean Rock or Blueface to sleep, and we don't even know it, and we didn't know it. So that's what because I was saying, what was the other stuff they didn't even get into when they was at the courts? People were repeating what was kept from the public that the public don't know. They were just saying in general what they were hearing word for word at court. But I'm telling you right now, what the courts were keeping from the public, that Blueface had a probation sentencing. That was public record. Now it's going to be public record that he's serving 4 years. You know why? Because they already gave him the time. But they kept that from us. Was getting a new charge, contraband. Contraband also could be cell phone too. A lot of people are not talking about that cell phone, but the contraband, as in the drugs, was one thing, and really a forcing it. But then you got cell phone, man. You up in there acting like you a drug dealer. You acting like you trying to live your best life in jail, bro. You know they was gonna smoke you as well, because if they was letting him out, he would have got out. Yep. Teresa, you paying attention. That's why you probably the only one in here put a Y. But everything I said, even about Chrisean Rock, it happened prior to her going to jail. No, because Chrisean, no. I got to the point, I said, nah, this is starting to drain me. Nah, Chrisean ain't moving right now. I can't. Nah, Chrisean, I don't know what's going on with you, ma'am, but you got to stop this now. You're doing too much. And that's when I started really digging in on her. Because I was like, you're doing too much, Chrisean. You ain't even going to clear up your own legal obligations. And let me tell you this too. What makes you think that judge with her bitter behind, what makes you think that judge ain't talked to the Oklahoma judge and planted seeds in Oklahoma court about Chrisean? Because the apple don't fall too far from the tree. And they always say behind a good man is a good woman, right? So behind this is a judge that don't know Blueface or Chrisean Rock from a can of paint. So in her mind, she could be like, he's a bad man and that's a bad woman. So behind a bad man is a bad woman, because it can go that way too. They're looking at both of them as menace to society. They need to sit down and be punished and be rehabilitated, so when they get out, they do better. Because when you know better, you do better. And that's prejudice. But that's what you have to understand. You got to keep your head above water, because when you get in the lion's den around these Caucasians, now your livelihood is in the hands of someone who was probably brought up to be racist. They stereotype. They think that we're all alike. We all need to be locked up and everything else. Yes, facts. He thought he was a special. Yep, exactly. Hey, Wendelina. Hey, Vet. How you doing? I'm freaking knew it. I knew the judge was going to throw them. Yep. That's why she didn't want to get off the bench. She was so desperate to want to be the one to be the one that sentenced him. She wanted to be on them books, to go down on them books, that she's the one that gave him them 4 years. Yeah. How do you get an operation and you're more worried about coming back to court instead of healing from your operation? You just got off of a table. Probably got stitches and everything in her when she came back, to her job, to the bench. Just to do what she did today, gave him 4 years. 4 years. 4 years. And let me tell you something, the circus ain't over, because now that Blueface knows that he's going to be sitting for longer than 7 months. He don't want to be forgotten and didn't want to be forgotten while he was sitting down. But see, what you got to understand is Chrisean cannot going forward keep sitting for no 4 years. If she sits for another, I'll give it another 7 months, she's going to be a one-hit wonder. She's not going to be popular no more. It's going to be another Blueface and Chrisean Rock that's going to come along. They're going to duplicate the same thing that they did on social media, and they're gonna wipe them out the water. You know what I'm saying? So I hope Chrisean, she get out and she be about a bag. Because Jaden going to continue to be about hers. That'll be really foolish if Chrisean Rock gets out and sits there and say some dumb stuff like, I'm retiring. Or I'm about to do time with Blueface. Yeah, you do the time with Blueface. But let me just say this to you. Make sure you also get your bag. Because Blueface is going to be in jail for a while. And see, now everybody got to change their game plan. It says Wack, both name in the federal RICO. I know. She's already a one-hit wonder. SL, Big Ben, Dan. What's up, sis? Yeah, well, in her mind, she's not. But she's definitely going to be. Because I was looking at her numbers when she was going live, when he went to jail. Because everybody found out that Chrisean Rock wasn't taking time to herself. She was just on the low, on the low with Blueface before he got locked up. What I started to notice was her audience wasn't coming in like it used to. So if Chrisean tries to take for granted the attention that she's still getting and do another 7, because see, part of Chrisean Rock talking about she doing time with Blueface is laziness too. And people get content with, she claims she got millions. So let's say she got 10 million. You get content with 10 million, not knowing you can't live off of 10 million for the rest of your life. And some people can, maybe that but when you get to a certain status in your life, you can't afford to do that. Or unless you're gonna live average. But somebody that likes jewelry and stuff like that, because she'll spend her last on some gold and diamonds. She's got that young mentality. It's okay to get a couple pieces. I'm a jewelry lover too. When I'm type of person, if I'm gonna wear accessories, if it ain't real, I'm not wearing no gaudy dinosaur stuff. Like, say if I'm going to work, like some gaudy dinosaur accessories around my neck to turn my neck green, and putting some gaudy dinosaur earrings and bracelets and all kind of stuff that I bought offline from somebody that does bracelets. I don't wear stuff like that. If it ain't real, I don't wear it. You ain't seeing it on me. Any jewelry you see on me is real. And so I get it, and I'm older. But I'm saying, in order for Chrisean to live that life where she sees something jewelry wise and it's 100,000, you got to be making money. You can't spend more than what you're making, because then you're living beyond your means. And then you're playing catch up, and then you're going to end up with no money. And now you have a child, so you got to really be thinking about, if you want to be able to be Chrisean, flashy, dime, bling, blinged out, you got to be making money. You got to right now put Blueface on the back burner and do what you got to do. But I'm going to tell you something. I think, and you might not admit to it, but I think that Oklahoma didn't just have Chrisean Rock sent for no reason. I'm telling you that right now. Something ain't right with that. They wanted her in that state too bad. I don't know if they're going to make her, maybe they might not make her do no probation time. His father's in jail, like a long probation time. They might just say you have to stay in the state of Oklahoma. That's like being in jail, staying in Oklahoma. But she'll be free. They might say you have to do your whole probation time in Oklahoma. And if you need to go to make money, like, because they know that she's an entertainer on social media, she'll have to get permission from her probation officer. And if at any time, if somebody was to get mad and report her that she went to Vegas or back to California and they reported to the probation officer and they check into it and they find out that she went and didn't tell probation officer, then they'll lock her up. See, probation time ain't even good for Chrisean Rock, because she can get triggered by anything that Blueface do or say, and she gonna mess around and be back in jail because she's gonna say the heck with it all, and then her freedom's at jeopardy again. That's how Chrisean be moving. But I'm telling you, man, it's just really unfortunate how these kids is moving out here in these streets. There's so much money to be made. And social media is the hardest platform. The hardest, let me not say platform. Social media is the hardest job. Online jobs, you know, and you know, online marketing, social media, marketing, being a content creator. That is the hardest job to have, but you make so much money if you are consistent. I try to encourage, and I have encouraged a lot. When I was in the nature boy sector, my husband used to be like, be quiet, you're gonna mess around, you're gonna have everybody on your channel trying to do nature boy content. And it got to the point where it was just too much competition, because people were listening to what I was saying. I was encouraging them, and they were starting their own channels. You know, and when content is hot and popping, you jump on it. You might not have to wait no 2-3 years like a lot of us YouTubers do before you start making thousands of dollars a month. You get paid every 21st of the month and you getting a $10,000 check. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of us ain't making no 10,000 a month because a lot of people are focused on them short videos. Yeah, I do short videos now. But I ain't gonna lie, I just started doing my little short videos again. But you only make pennies on the dollars on the short videos. But what I will always be consistent with is my long form content, because you don't make no money off no shorts. So if y'all up here doing short videos, y'all wasting y'all time. Now, you know, to me, you are. You better do both. You better mix it up. This is probably saying, oh, go home and he's still. Child, have you discussed nature boy? Oh yeah, thank you, sweetie, sweet one. Thank you. I'm gonna bring it up now because I know nature boy. Yeah, they try to. I don't know. They try to take him out this world for the second time again. All right, let me pull that up. Yeah, nature boy. For anyone that just got in here, nature boy was shanked up in jail, and they had to med flight him to the nearest hospital. So obviously, his wounds were life-threatening. He was probably bleeding out, and there was nothing those doctors in that jail could do for him. So hold on one second, guys. Let's pull that up. Now, the live stream was an hour, guys. I didn't have time because I had just gotten the house, and I went out early this morning. I went to the gym, and when I was out, I did all my errands, honey. And I didn't come home and take a shower. So the first thing I was going to do when I got home was take a shower, because I went to the gym and then I didn't go back home. I said, let me just do my errands, and then when I go home, I'll take a shower. So shower was the first thing I had to do. So I didn't have time to record the whole hour and do the commentary to it. So basically, this is almost like a trailer of the whole entire live that I will share with you at a later date, maybe tonight or maybe tomorrow sometime. But here's some of what they had to say. The important.
I'm waiting for people to come in. Come in the room. Peace to the gods.
Peace to the gods. We got a few things on our heart right now that we about to speak about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So shed alive.
Shed alive. Shed alive. There's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on.
Malia looking all crazy.
A lot of stuff. A lot of things.
The two actors in the back.
Speak up for our own selves.
We gonna
for our husbands.
Rosie, we gonna.
It ain't over. It ain't over.
Yesterday, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Me.
Get to the point.
Bruh, when I tell you the amount of compassion that people have today, it's not there.
Nope.
We get information that we can't keep silent.
Right.
I agree.
Our husband has been through everything.
Yeah.
Costa Rica,
Yeah.
Mexico, Panama, everywhere, Georgia. And he turned that camera on and he tell you, he let you know exactly what's going on.
Thanks.
Yesterday we got information that Eligio was stabbed.
Jumped. He was
Jumped and stabbed. Oh.
jumped on him and stabbed him out of nowhere.
And
This is the second time
we
being
couldn't
stabbed.
go.
This is his second time being stabbed in prison. They try to stab him, shank him up. One time before in the hand. I guess it got his hand because he, tried to defend himself. So he was good with that one. This time they try to really unalive him. I'm quite sure the first time they tried to unalive him too. But this time they tried to unalive him. Because like I said, they had the VAC or whatever they call it, where they bring the helicopter and take him to the hospital. So he bled out. So yeah, they try to take him out this world again. He's only been out of intake about a week. As soon as he got out of intake, somebody tried to do him in. That's crazy.
Him?
Are you kidding me?
And y'all, I'm gonna just let you talk. Because it's a lot. It's a lot.
Damn,
It
it's
touched
a lot.
our heart,
He got
bro.
life, so I don't
It
He
think
got stabbed, yo.
they sound crazy.
Go, y'all.
Sit like that.
What he
sit on
going through?
Yeah.
He innocent. Our husband is innocent, and he up in there like he really locked down, incarcerated, like a person that actually committed a crime. He ain't commit no crime. He ain't do nothing to nobody. He ain't got girl. He got girl. He girls. First of all, phone right here.
Okay, that's enough for them. Like I said, I will be doing a premiere video on that whole live. And let me just say this to you really quickly, okay? To everybody. I only showed like 3 minutes. They did a whole hour long live, but I'm about to dig into their, dig into them. Because first of all, y'all need to get a job. Second of all, what are you up here telling us that happened to him? That's an unfortunate situation. But he put himself in this situation. Even his haters were telling him to fall back, lean back, and he didn't want to listen to it because he was so mesmerized about the attention and the limelight he was in and all the money he was getting from social media. He didn't care who he hurt, okay, or who the people that he hurt that were hurt and then started making lies up on him. Because a lot of the stuff, I ain't lying, is lies that were made up on him. And I don't think he should be in jail. And that's crazy. He got life. And you're hearing this from my mouth. Now, he's many things, but some of the things that he's in jail for life for, nah, he's not that. But anyways, let's listen to this short little whatever Carlissa had to say. Why ain't it? Oh, here it is.
All the prayers. I've seen all the prayers, and I thank y'all so much. I don't want y'all to think that God didn't show up today, because he did. And if you was in the courtroom, you heard Jonathan take accountability. You heard Jonathan sound like Jonathan. He's in his right frame of mind. We didn't get the verdict that we wanted today, but we got some closure. We got new beginnings, and we're all hopeful for this to go by smooth and quickly. So thank you guys again for all the prayers.
Gotta go through this with a son
and
again.
all the love and all the support.
Well, I'm glad that she at least acted like she had some sense. So you know what? Now, when you hear that your son, or if she heard that she had 4 years, I think she would get on here and not be ratchet either. So you can only imagine how Blueface is feeling it. Because you see how Carlissa was even talking like she had some sense. I'm honestly interested in hearing what the grandfather has to say. He has a rapport with 𝗪𝗪. Shout out to 𝗪𝗪. Like I said, I like 𝗪𝗪 when he's being a comedian and being on his commentary game. I think he's a very good commentator, and he's also funny. And that's a good mix when you're watching somebody that he can do commentary, and it could be something boring, but he can make it where you can laugh. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, like I said, I'm neutral. I'm not with this. Well, I don't like him. I don't care who you don't like. I'm talking about what I like. That's it. I'm not no little kid. I don't take sides. I'm on my own side. I'm on the right side. I'm on God's side. That's the side I'm on. Did they say their husband? Yeah, they said their husband. That let them tell it. They're all four of the wives. Cheap-Tis is Malia. So I'm not gonna listen. That's some beautiful bean footage, and I'm not talking about what happened to Nature Boy. That's not what I mean when I say beautiful bean footage. I don't wish that on nobody. I have a son, and even if I didn't have not one child, nephew, or niece, you don't wish that on nobody. But I want you guys to listen to the mindset of these women that are holding down a man who's in jail for life and he's not getting out. He don't even got the possibility of parole. After 17 years of a 30-year sentence that he was sentenced to, because that's 30 years in ATL, Atlanta, Georgia, he doesn't even have the possibility of parole after, I think it's 14 years in Atlanta, Georgia. Is it 14 to 17 years? Somebody put the number in the chat. But you can go up for parole. But you can't go up for parole after 14 or 17 years if you have no possibility of parole. He said that means he has to do 30 years, which is a life sentence, plus an extra 10 years on top of the 30 years. And he's in his 40s. He's like 41 years old. He won't be getting out till he's elderly. And the reason for that is because he's labeled as a cult leader. And I ain't never heard of a person labeled as a cult leader in history ever getting out of jail, walking out any pearly gates, unless it was in a box. Because, you know, they died in jail old or picked up some type of ailment, health problems, and passed away in jail, like Charles Manson. Anytime you get labeled, you don't never want to be labeled as no kingpin, somebody out there selling big time pharmaceuticals, street pharmaceutical, or no cult leader. Because, honey, they gonna smoke you. Because it's scary. Because we know the history of cult leaders. And that's scary. Look at Jim Jones. He said, drink the Kool-Aid. Everybody drank the Kool-Aid. Man. Yes, that's why we appreciate your commentary. Thank you, Tiffany. That's 4 years straight, though. That's a good question. And you know what, Lindsay, I'm not going to be, like I was just saying earlier when I started this live, I'm not going to be a channel holder on this bid. Not this bid. Oh, Lord. I'm not going to be a channel holder on this next episode of commentary, because you know it's going to still be commentary done on this 4-year bid that he's about to do. You're not going to hear it come out my mouth about no time served. It's got to be something solid evidence that's telling me how that time is supposed to be divvied up. And I'm waiting for his next court date, and maybe it'll be in the transcripts what the judge is how the judge is allowing him to do that 4 years. I don't know if it's time served. People be using words and don't even know what they mean. They're just using it because they hear this other person say it over here, and this person, that person. It starts to get viral, certain words, and then everyone like cloud chasing. Everybody is a cloud chaser. You're a cloud chaser. You're a cloud chaser. Not knowing that you're using it too loosely. A lot of times, even when you use the word cloud chasing, that's not what you consider cloud chasing. Like me doing commentary on Nature Boy and CashApp. That's not cloud chasing. This is my job. I get paid this job. And this is probably one of my highest income stream. I have others, but when you can say as a content creator, this pays your bills, then you're doing okay. Now, do I make big time 40, 50 grand a month or 100,000, which is still kind of mediocre for a medium-sized channel? No, I don't. But I promise you I make a lot more than the average person working a 9 to 5 and been working there for 20 years. I would say I do. But that's not clout chasing. But I'm going to just say this, using that as an example of how people use words loosely. If he does get time served, how much time, guys, is he going to get? Throw out a number in the comment section of this live. He only did 6 months in jail. We picked up a case halfway through the sentence. He picked up another case. So he didn't get out July 3rd or 4th of this year. So it's not like they're going to knock off a year time served off of 3 months. The only time served he would get would be while he was awaiting trial, sentencing, or whatever. They'll say, okay, he's been awaiting since he got caught, convicted, and charged 3-4 months. Oh, that's the only time served they would take off that 4-year sentence. That's what I'm saying. Leave that alone. The boy gonna do some time. He's gonna do some time. Sometimes we just have to accept things for what they are. Two years, 6 months. Well, okay. Thank you, Tiffany. 11 months tops. Okay. So I hope that is that sounds more realistic, Tiffany. 2 years, because just remember he had a year to do 365, but he only had to do 6 or 7 months of that year. So I don't know where somebody getting 11 months from off a 4-year sentence. Now, that don't even make any sense. I could see at least 2 years, but not no 11 months. Now you playing around. But I mean, I did ask for your opinion. So 1 year, where the 1 year come in? That's a lot of time served. So that means they're taking 3 years off. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna do a year, maybe 3 more years will be added on to probation. I don't know. Hey, not doing 4 years. He's not doing 4 years. No, brother done. He's not doing 2 years. Just watch. I don't know what time. I asked y'all to throw out a number. You just heard me just say I'm not gonna on this new phase of now we know what he's being sentenced for, which is 4 years. I'm not following that bad being Wagner of that serving him time served. No, even if he is getting time served, I'm just not gonna go over that barrier. I can't do it. Because if I'm wrong, I don't need nobody harassing me for 4 months. I'm yeah, you said he had time served. He got to do the whole 4 years. I don't know. And it's okay to say when you don't know something. That don't make you stupid. That makes you smart, because if you don't know somebody can come along and school you on it and say, listen, this is the breakdown and this is how this is going to happen. Like our favorite paralegal, she does the breakdown. Like Hennessy Review, she does a breakdown. And because I didn't know, I can go to those channels and then I can get educated. And then I know how to bring the information. But as far as me guessing or giving y'all false promises, I'm not doing that. Because I gave you guys enough false promises trying to believe that Blueface was going to get out. And they kept pushing the date, up. And I was trying to keep hope alive. And I can't trying to keep hope alive, because there's nothing but false promises that I'm giving to my committed supporters, and I don't want to do that. So that's why I'm not gonna tackle the number, because if I as a commentary channel throws out a number, y'all can throw out a number all day long, 11 months, 2.5 years, whatever. But if I do it, I'm gonna be held accountable for it. So if I don't know, I'm not gonna speak on it. Isn't 85% of your time minus the time you already done? No, and that's another thing too. I was talking about that the other day. I got a family member, and they picked up a new charge, and they started talking about that time served again too. I said, it don't work like that. You don't get in trouble and be doing time for one crime, then pick up a new charge and then talk about like you're going to be rewarded. He just picked up a new charge while he was in jail on a charge. Probation violation. Yeah, the Fed, right, exactly. Troll near you is a. I know that you're right about that. The only people that do all their time is feds. You're right. You are absolutely. Now I can agree with that. You know why I can't troll near you? Because I know that for a fact. I have family members and friends, and I know that. That is a fact. But I don't know about this state stuff. That's why I'm not gonna try. I'm treading lightly with that. I know people very, 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 very close to me doing Fed time or have done Fed time from the 4 years. They subtracted for. How do you get? Explain that, Tiffany, please. Like you've been all through this live explaining. Now you know what I'm. Let me say this to you. There's this channel hold I've been talking about recently, not in a bad way, not like that. Let me get me some of this electrolyte. I got to get me some of this electrolyte drink. I'm gonna put me some sparkling water in it, but I'm gonna talk and pour my little cocktail. When I say cocktail, this is a fasting beverage because I can't break my fast until Monday at 3 something, and that ain't nowhere close to my. Well, actually, it is because it's a weekend, so I'm past 4 days fasted. But anyways, I'm making my little electrolyte drink, but I want to put some carbonated bubbles in it. So, anyways, there's this channel holder, content creator. I mean, actually, I could have just used the whole thing. There's this content creator, and I notice they act like they always have the exclusive. You know, they started the 𝗪𝗪𝗧 thing name or whatever. You know, calling people 𝗪𝗪𝗧s and all that. But they pretty much just be piggybacking off of what we already other people have already researched that are content creators. They don't know what's going on. They ain't got a clue. I cannot wait to see how they spin this narrative when they get up here tonight. It's Friday too. They about to do about 3 or 4 lives, and even if they do 2 lives, they gonna be on them lives for a minute talking some mess. They're gonna be adding stuff to the story. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't never seen no commentary channel got so much to say, but you can tell that they be regurgitating every piece of information from everybody else's channel, but quick to call dumb channel holders 𝗪𝗪𝗧s. But you getting all your information from these 𝗪𝗪𝗧s. All these channels that are supporters of CashApp that do their due diligence and bring the information, you calling them 𝗪𝗪𝗧s, but then you sound just like them. Cause you verbatim, you're repeating everything that they're saying and sharing it with your audience. Now, how about that? I'm from LA now. How it works in LA. Probation or parole. Justice for 30. Oh, okay. So you said they'll take 4. Well, that's only a year then. That's a little bit over a year, Tiffany. That's a little bit over a year that they'll take off that 4 year sentence. Yeah, I'm gonna check the release date in a couple of days too. I think we all will. It'll probably be updated. Who knows by tomorrow? And it's that now that they let the now that they let the secret out the bag, and that was that they kept from the public that Blueface going to jail, your homeboy going to jail for 4 years. Now that they let that out the bag, why they're definitely not going to keep from us his release date. Google it, Miss Davis. Why, Niecy, did you Google it? See, these bloggers can push and not even mean it because pushing the fake narrative is not your fault sometimes. Right, real beliefs. Vegas knew about the new charge and time they were going to give him. You know what? I'm going to say something. That judge in Vegas, I don't care what nobody say, that judge was an angel for Blueface, because he could have got hit with some years in Vegas and in California. Tiffany, am I lying? And I think that's why she spared him, because she probably knew he was about to get hit with them 4 years. Blueface was, and he got years. He got sentenced to 4 years. That's crazy. 4 years, Blueface. Now you better stop treating CashApp right now, because honey, she got time to get over you. When somebody's in jail that long, you got time to get over them. I'm sorry. Because if I'm going to tell you, if the shoe's on the other foot and he's a man too, I even said that with my husband. If I went to jail, and I'm not saying my husband's a bad person, but, you know, he's a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying how I feel. You might say, well, he's a man, but what does that mean? That don't mean all men cheat or whatever. And you're right. But I'm just saying how I feel. I don't think that my husband will be loyal if he knew I had 4 years. Maybe he would. Who knows? He got 15 years on me. He need to sit his old behind down is how I would look at it. No, I'm not asking you to look it up, Niecy. I was just saying, did you look it up? Because you're like, look it up. If I was going to look it up, I would. No, that's what I was asking. No, I wasn't saying it like you look it up, Niecy. I was just saying, did you look it up? Like, is it online or something? Something I need to. Girl, I'm watching you drive. You better be watching that wheel, Niecy. It ain't that serious. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit the like button. I know them likes are on a diet right now, because I'm not even paying attention. You think Blueface is devastated. I'm devastated. And then I heard Bonnie, please do not send me any links. Now, don't get me wrong. I do from time to time, and I did at the beginning, do commentary on Bonnie. Bonnie is crazy. And then again, I might put Bonnie up, but I have to edit her stuff out, because we know she cusses and carries on because she doesn't have any home training. But we're about to, get a little, a glimpse of everyone's reaction to finding out Blueface is doing 4 years. Queen Wack is a liar. Pants, yeah. Matter of fact, let me go see if he's up here trying to clean up his story now. It says it's not there. Okay, yeah, I didn't think it would be anyways. That's why I had asked. That's why I had asked Niecy. It was a joke, Tiffany. Thank you, Michelle. Now, one thing I want to look up is Wack. Let me see Wick. And that's the perfect name for him, because he is Wack. So let me look it up. Hold on. Wack 100. Let's see if his big mouth is saying something, because he's going to try to clean it up. Then again, he might try to ignore it and say, oh, it'll just blow off. He hasn't been too lucky lately, Wack 100. He got the Rico thing on him. He tried to do the thing with Keefe. That fell through. What is this? Wack goes off on Leafy Gun. Oh, please.
Wasn't only the.
All right, what's up, Wack 100?
What's up with it?
All right, so we just left out of court. The judge decided to violate Blueface's probation and said people are saying he's going to have to do the full 4 years in prison. Can you break it down to us?
Watch it break
4
it down.
years, 400 something days.
No, that's literally what got me though for 22.
All right, what's up, Wack?
He said, all right, I'm going to end up clicking over to the link. He got 4 years, 400 days. Now, Tiffany, I heard you say something about 400 days. So, Wack, I'm just predicting before we listen to it. But Wack might be saying he got 400 days, which is over a year and some change off the 4 years, because Wack likes to lie. I'm starting to see that he really, really likes to lie. All right, so this is wherever this goes. Blueface has been sentenced to 4 years in prison.
All right, what's up, Wack 100?
What's up with it?
All right, so we just left out of court. The judge decided to violate Blueface's probation and said people are saying he's going to have to do the full 4 years in prison. Can you break it down to us?
He got 4 years, 400 something days off. Come down to 3 years. He go to state. He do third time. He be home in 9-10 months.
All right. Thank you so much, Wack.
What's up?
Now we're gonna have to hold Wack 100
all right, what's
to
up?
this. Listen, we're gonna have to hold Wack 100 to this because Wack 100 is another one. He will sell you some dreams and you be, ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. And then all of a sudden it's like, Wack, but you told us, dog. I try to like you for a minute, bro. And now you're sitting up here saying he's gotta do. So they're gonna take, like Tiffany said, 400 off of his sentence, off the rip. So that is already a year off. So 2 and some change. I don't know how they jumped all the way to 11 months, but there was somebody in the chat that said 11 months as well. And they're from the state of California. So I'm, like I said, I'm not going back and forth with nobody that knows because I don't know. I can't go back and forth on something I'm not knowledgeable about. Please don't leave her where she's at. I don't trust him at all either. I really don't. In the drama, the game home being, that's crazy. You said wrong, Wack. No triple time in prison. I already know that. That's why I said, now, Tiffany, you know how I said your name. I gave you credit. I said, now, Tiffany said 400 days off. Now, when he gets, see, you know why Wack's deducting it all the way? He goes from 400 days off, which Tiffany was the first one to say it in this chat, to, and then blah, 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 real quick, he says all this confusing stuff, and then he'll do 11 months, he'll be home. Wack, stop it. 400 days alone is a break. You know how many sick people would be breaking the law if they know, well, I'm a take a risk with this, bro, because they take about 400 days off my time, even if I got 6 years. You get people that are so institutionalized or their brain ain't right that they'll commit crimes or be desperate enough to do a crime, hoping not to get in trouble, but they get in trouble. But they look at the worst case scenario of, well, in the state of California, they'll at least take at least 400 days off of my six years. You know what I'm saying? And a wake up. People think like that. So don't listen to, don't listen to Wack tell you, yeah, they're gonna take 400 off the top. Now I believe that because Tiffany said it first. And then he's gonna do something, and he'll do about 11 months and he'll be home. So if that's the case, today is August 9th. September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. He should be home next year, July 2025. Now, what is Wack gonna say when that happens? Just like with Keefe. He had a whole game plan, was bragging about it, acting like y'all dudes ain't up on this, what I'm on, what time I'm on. You wasn't on no time because they denied you, Wack. You were trying to make money off of that situation with Tupac, and they knew what you were trying to do, and the court shut you down. They shut it down. Nevada is not agreeing to good time day for day, or they too will violate. Right. I am sad for the kids. Dre is probably sick. I know it. It's crazy. Yes, you also said the judge had. Yeah. I said, I told you. I said, something ain't right with that. After a couple of days, I was saying in the title, Blueface, court date, today, is he getting out or he'll be getting out? trying to keep hope alive. But then I said, no, I ain't gonna keep doing that now. I can't keep doing that now. These are false promises. It starts to be false promises because even though you want to keep the positivity going, nah, something ain't right with that now. Nah, I don't know about that one now. It says, I said they was going to sock it to him. Jackie, honey, they did sock it to him. If you said it, honey, you was right. You sure was. If you said it, honey, you was right. Let me see. So I got to hit this. The 400 is his time in previous house arrest and current time he just did were added up to 400 of time already served. So that's how. Okay, calculated. Okay, so he's going to still do. He's still going to do 3 years. No, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me do the math. Let's do this. So because it's 365 days in a year minus. Okay, I see what you're saying right there. So they cut off a year. They gave him a year and 35 days. You guys, so you hear what I'm saying? He got a year and 35 days. So pretty much he still really got 3 years because there's 365 days in a year. If you minus that by 400, there's only 35 days left over. So that's only 1 month, really, a month and 5 days into the second year. He got 4 years. What about the other 3 years? He's still doing close to 3 years. He's still doing because he only got a year and 35 days off. And he got sentenced for 4 years. So whatever other time, maybe he can get time off if he gets a job in the prison because they do that. If he starts to go to certain classes, sometime, maybe domestic classes, I don't know, with a drug and if he goes to his grandfather was talking about how he should go to he should have they should have probably listened to the grandfather. He should have said he needed to be in a program for drug abuse. And that would have softened his blow. Even if they wasn't gonna, go for it completely, it would have lessened his sentence, I think. The judge didn't like all the craziness in her court. CS, you are so right. And that's what I was trying to say. There was already prejudice on the judge's heart. Because she's human first and foremost before a judge. She ain't got to let nobody know that she even gave that sentence on a personal issue as the judge. She was seeing all the craziness. She was seeing the how dare her, as in CashApp, come into this court. And she has a warrant out of this court, out of this state, and got a warrant in Oklahoma, and got one in Maryland, and got one in this place, that. And she's coming in with her child on top of that to see about this man and not see about her own legal obligations. You know, Caucasians get real mad when they see stuff like that because they feel like you're acting privileged. And when you get beside yourself with the privileging, they got to shut you down. So people were seeing what she's doing. About 2 years and 6 months. Okay. It says, LOL, no, you start fussing like a mother. Yeah, I did because I did know something was going to happen. I did know something was going to happen. And that's why I was saying, son, ain't right about that. The judge was making sure it was no circus going on in her court. She ain't got to worry about it now, honey, because she done sealed the deal. She said, I'm going to fix all you clowns. Y'all want to be clowns? You're going to be a clown in jail. He better do drug right, because that'll probably lessen the time, too. Anger management, parenting classes. Every class that you can do, because I'm going to tell you something. The reason, the only way he can get his sentence lowered is the programs. He has to complete them, though. The programs that are within the jail. And I think every state just about Maybe them real country, like I've been working on the railroad with the white and black um jump Jill suits on that on the chain gang. I'm hitting that hammer on the railroad tracks. Maybe they don't got programs. They probably can't afford all that in those kind of states. But in California, I'm quite sure they got programs that can lessen his time. So if he was smart, he ain't got nothing else to do, he would get himself into every program, sit down in his room and deduct how much time it will be taken on top of the 400 days. Because right now it's crunch time for Blueface. If he wants to get out way before 4 years or 2 years and 6 months, he better start going into them classes. Same thing for CashApp. Right, same thing for CashApp. It's a yes, exactly. That's where I got my 2.6 from. Him going into them classes, huh, Tiffany? He has the time to do those he has time, honey. He got enough time, because honey, he gonna do at least close to like Tiffany said, about 2.5 years. 2.5 years of that 4 years, because they're not letting that boy do no 11 years off that four. Nah, he ain't. I mean, come on, I ain't never heard nobody get in. Like in some cases, and they do this in states, and I did hear Wack talking about that, because he's born and raised in that state. Sometimes people be having a bid to do, and they turn around, they only been in there not even 24 hours. That's how overcrowded it is in these jails. But I'm telling you that judge ain't doing that with Blueface, because she felt like he was playing in her face. Chrisean and him. She's not doing that with Blueface. She's like, nah. Y'all want to play? We gonna play. So, plus anger man, yeah. No more crash dummy moves, exactly. Little for such a short time, and it's so sad, man. You had like personal use drugs in your cell, in a cell phone. Was it really worth it? Like, Blueface, if I was to be in front of him, I would say, how'd you make out? They were playing in her face. Yep, they were playing, and she said not, but she knew what she was gonna do. That's the worst kind of people, the ones that move in silent. You ain't even got a clue what they got up their sleeve for you. You don't have not even a clue. I knew something wasn't right. See, I have anxiety, so I take stuff literally. So I knew. I said, nah, something ain't right with this. Something ain't right with this. And when I was saying it, people be putting in other comments, and I was cracking up in my head. I was like, these people ain't listening to me. They're saying this girl crazy. This girl crazy. This girl probably about to have a meltdown. This girl over here probably about to have a meltdown or something, because this girl, she up here talking crazy. Nah, but I'm serious. Something didn't sound. It wasn't looking too right. It wasn't looking too right, guys. Come on now, let's try to get them likes up. Let's get them likes up. Let's try to get them likes to 100 likes. 100 likes. Come on now. Bete. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up doing the commentary live with y'all with Nature Boy tomorrow. But I'm definitely going to be doing another live stream tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jill versus is different. We awakening. Yeah, you right about that. Who has it? Well, they're saying the sister, but I don't really want to get into Junior, because every time I get into that, people think that we're up here talking about a child, and we're not. There are people that follow me, and they're my supporters, and I know they genuinely, when they ask about Junior, they want to know from their heart. But at the same time, we have to understand that, there's violation codes. And one should be that we should keep the children out of it, long as he is safe and well. And right now we have to keep CashApp in our prayers, because, honey, just like I wasn't feeling good, I'm starting, because Oklahoma wanted her too bad. Oklahoma wanted her, in my opinion, too bad in them courts in their state. There could have been many ways that they could have communicated with CashApp other than her having to go way to Oklahoma. Something ain't right with that. And let me see if I could pull up that video where she hold on, let me see if I can find it. Where she and I always pull this video. Y'all gonna say you pull this video up all the time. Yeah, because it resonates with what I'm trying to say to you. She said something in this video that I don't think you guys were paying attention to. And she didn't want to turn herself in because she knew that they was gonna throw her underneath the jail. She said it out of her own mouth. I'm gonna let you guys listen to it one more time. What I might do is let me just find it first. I'm gonna download it so really quickly so I don't have to have any commercials. As soon as I can find it. Yeah, but yeah, I'm telling you, something ain't right even with Chrisean's case with Oklahoma. Something ain't right with it. Something ain't right with it. And that's just that. But like I said, I be sitting up there telling y'all stuff. I'm not on that pulling up files, and I'm not doing all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing none of that. Some things are just common sense. And also some things. Oh, here it is. I see it here. Oops, why did I do that? Here we go. Hold up now, guys. All right. So I'm going to download it really quickly so we won't have any commercials. See how nice I am? Look at me downloading stuff for my peoples. So we ain't got to sit up here and be waiting for no ads to pop up. It's enough ads on the video right now. But make sure y'all hit that like button for real. I'm serious. I'm going to put a few of you on punishment. Yeah, let's try to get them likes up to 100 likes, please. Let's try to get them likes up to 100 likes. If you don't mind, you know what I'm saying? And I will be going live today at, like I told you, at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so let me pull that up. Let me take this down. Oh, wrong thing. Come on, girl. You pulling out the wrong stuff. Here it is here.
Because, I had my son, so the old me would have just turned myself in and that what it threw from inside to the outside of the jail, so whatever. So I don't be like, but right now I got to play cautious because, I don't plan on,
CashApp, Rock?
Being in jail while my son is growing. Like, I just don't plan on that at all. So, I'm doing every way possible to get that figured out without even trying to serve time. And it's working out for me. So
no, it didn't. You lied.
I'm going to work on my little situation.
I love you still, though, CashApp.
That's all about it.
But you need Jesus. You a lie and the truth ain't in you. Hey, guys, back with the... Listen.
Because, I have my son, so the old me would have just...
I know y'all heard me. You a lie, CashApp, and the truth ain't in you. Good.
Turned myself in, and that what it threw from inside to the outside of the jail, so whatever. So I don't be like, but right now I got to play cautious because, I don't plan on...
Y'all better pray for CashApp right now because ain't no praying right. Well, you can still pray, but Blueface, he's already got his time. Rock?
Being in jail while my son is growing. Like, I just don't plan on that at all. So, I'm doing every way possible to get that figured out without even trying to serve time. And it's working out for me. So, I'm going to work on my
You pay for premium YouTube and I get
all about it. But,
I get a cut from that. So thank you for getting, that means
Hey
that
guys, back with another one.
That means you don't get
I
ads.
will be going live today.
But yeah, when you pay for a premium, that means there's no ads, and that's good. It still supports my channel because YouTube, as long as you keep that membership, they have to give me a cut from that. They can't just they take a cut from let me rephrase that. They take a cut from my from your premium that you got from I'm just saying for an example, if you got your premium where no ads show from my channel, then I get a cut from that. You feel what I'm saying? It says if you hit premium, yep, no ads. Yep, but see, it all works out because whatever the part is for Google, well, I shouldn't keep saying YouTube. YouTube doesn't own this platform. They used to. They sold it to Google. Google's my boss. YouTube manages the platform still, even though it's not there. They don't own it anymore. They manage their old company, YouTube, for Google. But if there's $1 billion in a pot in a year that they pay out, hello. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on. I'm back, guys. All right. What was I saying to y'all? But honey, let me just tell you something. We have to really pray. I don't mean pray on a sister, because sometimes people be talking about I'm praying, but they be praying on the demise of people and stuff. I ain't no telling how many people was praying on Blueface, praying in the negative way, honey. And that boy is right where they wanted him to be. Especially people that don't want to see Chrisean and Blueface together. Ooh, child, they got their wishes and stuff. But I feel like this. I don't like when people put God in the equation. God don't got nothing to do with people doing stupid stuff. Okay? God looks out for babies and fools. Okay? God was looking out for Blueface. But see, we are not always obedient by God. And I'm not getting into no sermon, because I'm not no person who reads the Bible every day, and I don't go to church every day or even on Sunday. But I do believe in God. And I believe in God any day over man. Because man will let you down. When I say man, I don't mean a man. I'm talking about man or woman. I should so I'm gonna rephrase that. But that's how it goes in the scripture. Man will let you down, God, won't. But you have to understand that people will let you down, but God's always there for you. So Blueface let God down, but God forgave him right after he let him down. But see, God be telling us, we be knowing, and we still do it. And we be disobedient to God, and he still got our back when we ain't got our own back. They do take off time. Yeah. It don't matter if they take off time or not. He ain't getting out in no year. Ain't like we're gonna see him on social media doing nothing. We're not gonna see that boy for a minute. He ain't getting out. He ain't get out the July 3rd or the 4th. He ain't getting out today. You just heard Wack say 400 days. And let's say Wack ain't lying, because he's probably adding up the programs that Blueface can get into. He still won't be out for another 11 months. That's almost a whole year. That's next year sometime. That's next summer, next July. Ain't nobody got no whole year to be waiting for no Blueface. Of course it's gonna be on and popping, because now that he knows he's been sentenced, you know he's gonna rip a rug or run a rug, whatever how that saying go. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Put it in the comment section if you can't understand. But I'm just saying, you already know he about to tear a rug. He about to act a fool. He got 4 years, but it's really 2 years. I don't know how many years. And even if it's 2 years, don't you think that's a long time for a commentary channel or channels to be doing commentary on Blueface and he's in jail? Unless he's one of those, because there are people on social media that they're very active on prison calls and wanting, like Nature Boy was, until they banned him from doing that. He, if you can get through with doing 3-way calls or having his PR doing his Snapchats, putting his recording his prison calls, that's content, because we want to hear what he has to say. But that's still 2 years. 2 years is 2 years. That's a long time. And we say that lightly, 2 years. But ain't nobody in here. I know I ain't did no 2-year sentence. 2 days is a lot in jail. I was going to say that, my opinion, they preach this gospel, talk nothing about sin and being humble. Right. Exactly, CS. He did 6 or 7 months. Toilet paper. It says write raps on toilet paper. He claims he don't want to be a rapper no more. He wants to be on some producer executive status. He said the most money he made really was when he was doing that show. That's why I don't understand why he took Chrisean's money like that. Everybody said he didn't take Chrisean's money. Yeah, right. You didn't see my short video when she just had the baby and she was going through her, when she was going through her little spell and she was crying, and she said the reason why that they're in the place that they're at now is because of the fact she took back her money, took control of that situation, and he's mad about it because he was taking her money and probably spending it on Jaden and his kids. Come on now. So he probably do a year and 6 months. I don't know how long he's gonna do. Hey, listen, when he gets out, he gets out. The reason why I say that, and I don't want to sound like I'm being mean, is because of the simple fact that why would you, a couple of months before you're about to get out, do what you did? Why couldn't he have waited 90 or 120 more days to get out and to get high? Why? And then I seen Bonnie Lachey. Bonnie Lachey, get some help, ma'am. Up there crying. You don't hear her. You see it like a fan, a ceiling fan, and she's crying. Girl, bye. Because when Blueface gets out, he is not going to be with you. So you need to stop the mess, the madness. Girl, all the way by. You're doing the most, and I don't get it. Let me see if 𝗪𝗪 or something's up here, or was up here, and maybe was talking to the grandfather. I want to hear what the grandfather has to say. Hold on, let's see if we see 𝗪𝗪 up here, because you know how 𝗪𝗪 did not save to watch later. All right. All right, let me go to... No, that's not the name of 𝗪𝗪's channel. I forgot. That quick. Let me see if it'll pull it up like this. Oh, we got the greedy big channel holders. Oh, boy, we got the big greedy channel holders trying to get a little piece of our little section. I ain't going to say no names. They're not in our sector anyways, but you know who they are. But I'm not going to say no names. But they're sitting up there reporting on Blueface too. Instead of letting the little sector report on it. They reporting on it too. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching out for denied. Let me go on. I know maybe another way I'll be able to pull up with. Oh, wait a minute, Jaden live. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, it sounds good. Whatever she's playing, honey.
That's what I want to know.
Oh, why is Jaden going live? Oh, she popping her. Let me stop. I like that song though, but I wish she would have played that back. I hope she keeps it on. I want to hear it.
In case my phone dies.
What made her go live? See, that's I'm telling you, is a lot of fishy stuff going on. Y'all gonna be like when SL Davis be saying stuff on her channel, she be spot on. Something ain't right. What's going on now, Jaden? I wonder what made her go live. She gonna go live because she gonna blow up her channel because she know she gonna do the same formula that CashApp did. You know how CashApp was going live at one point in time, like all through the day, like that was a full-time job, and that's how she got her following up. She was consistent. She was putting up when it was bad and when it was ugly, when she had snots coming out of her nose, when he did this and he did that, when she was doing this and she was doing that, and that's how she blew up. Jada's taking key to it. She ain't letting Blueface hold her back. She ain't been letting him hold her back this whole time that she's been I hope somebody recorded her, because if I missed a lot of that live, I think she ain't live no more. Let me refresh it. I like that song.
Mama, tell me, would you ride for me? Okay.
So if I was to do a collab with somebody, who would y'all want to see? That's what I want to know. Fuck all you haters. In case my phone dies.
Yeah, something happened with that live. Let me see. She may have went live again. Let's see. No.
Mama, tell me, would you ride for me? Okay.
I like that song.
So if I was to do a collab with somebody,
it.
Who would y'all?
I'm trying to refresh this to see if this is gonna be a because it's saying she's live, but then when I go into it, I'm not trying to play myself with this.
Would you do time with me? Mama, tell me, would you ride for me?
So if I was to do.
All right, yeah, I don't know why that's doing that. What is he? Wait, hold up.
Go well, y'all. Go well, y'all. Go well, y'all.
Enough for you screaming, boy. I don't know why Instagram won't take that down. I guess they just did now. About to say, come on now, you're doing too much. I'm gonna go directly back to Jaden's I don't want to be seeing that because I don't want to hear nobody. Yep, everybody know about it. Blueface facing 4 years in jail, but will only spend about 10 months, according to his manager, Wack 100. He said 11, but yeah, 10. He said according. I like Blue Rock TV. He said according to his manager, Wack 100. It's always according. I don't blame Blue Rock TV for saying that. Like, don't y'all come for me, honey. Look at this. Wait a minute, is this her studio in her house? Because that might look better than Blueface's. Okay. Let me see. Officially Jaden. We got to go to Jaden's channel. I'm all over the place. I want to see if she's going to talk about it. I don't know what's going on with this. If that's her studio, ooh, child, she got a nice studio. Y'all see that? That studio might be nicer than Blueface's, honey. You see? Ooh, child, honey. That's a nice little studio Jaden got hooked up there. Got me quiet. That is so nice. You go ahead, Jaden. Go on now. Jaden probably pretty much knew he was gonna do 4 years. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy that boy did that to himself. That's all I can tell you guys. Let me read these messages. I'm sorry. I'm so busy being nosy, acting like a troll. Don't forget the 15. Oh, Lord, by the time he get out, honey, that thing will be at 20,000. I mean, 20 million. Ooh, child, the thought of it makes me sick to my stomach for him. Barney was crying. I know, I seen that. Girl's crazy. I seen it. It's almost 5 o'clock. Oh, Lord. I'm going to get back off and I'm going to come back on at 6:30, guys. Give myself a little rest. And I'll be back on. I didn't even realize it was that late. Because remember I said I was going to do a 6 o'clock. But I might even do one at 7 or 8. Because it's Friday, you know? So it's like, why do something really early like we're elderly? Even if you are elderly, you're only as young as you feel. But yeah, we're not trying to act like this is big bingo. Oh, let's go to bingo at 6 p.m. So I might do a live at 7 or 8 tonight. Put a number in the chat of when I should go live tonight, so I can get my rest on. Can you put a number? 7? No, 8 or 9. Okay. Y'all got to put something now. Come on now. Bete. I'm about to get off. I can't believe it's almost 5, but I got to remember 9. Okay. 9 it is. I'll put 9. Seeing that only one person put. Thank you, Tiffany. All right. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. Pretend like you're hitting me and hit the like button. Or hit the dislike button. Hey, Cyrus. How you doing, sweetie? So I'll be back on at 9 and we can do, y'all get your dinner ready. Eat for me because I can't eat till Monday. And get your little beverages. I got my little beverage, but I'll probably be done with it in a second. It's only a electrolyte drink with some sparkling spring water in it because I can't drink anything with carbs in it. 0 carb drinks. Not until Monday. Okay, 9 vet. Okay, thank you, baby girl. 8. Cyrus says 8. I got 2 9s and 1 8. So if you guys flood the comments with either 8 or 9, then I'll be able to pick which one is better. Well, the winner, actually. But yeah, I didn't realize that it was getting that late into the day. But listen, I'm getting off. Love y'all. Stay blessed. And again, for the ones that are just coming into the live, yes, Blueface was sentenced to 4 years, and I will be going live tonight at, you said 7, 8, 8. Oh, wow, there's more 8s now. Okay. Now, oh, y'all are playing neck to neck. Let me see how many. 1, 2. All right, there's more 8s then. So we're going to go at 8. All right, Cyrus. There's more 8s than 9s. Wait a minute. All right, we'll go at 9. Why did I say there's more 8s than 9s? We'll go at 9 p.m., okay? Okay. Ashley says 8. Y'all won't mess with me. We're gonna go at 8:30. Put it like that. I'll meet in the middle. 8:30. Love y'all. Stay blessed and I'm out. Mwah. Love y'all. 8:30 it is.